last year. Who's going to come out on top this time? We're about to find out. Getting ready to roll 44 laps. Ben Rhodes and Ryan Truex on the front row, and the green is out at Daytona.
Clear right side, just 42 your bumper. Still clear, whatever you need, sir. Long from left, right side, right side, right side. I'll clear after him, I'll clear after him.
How about John Hunter Nemechek?
I think he missed the corner, Vince.
Yeah.
We talked about that. He slid through there. We got trucks spun around the wrong direction.
Collecting several, but it doesn't look like any significant damage. Certainly the one turned around, Rafael Lessard in the 24, and still under green flag conditions, so we got to get it spun around and pointed the right direction.
Didn't you say he finished third here last year?
He did. He's got a long way to go now.
Yeah, he's got a lot of ground to make up. I like the dive bomb by John Hunter into turn one, but it didn't work out. Ben Rhodes came out on top as they head into the infield.
Well, just like Rhodes told you, Mike, as you visited with him, he wanted to get out front so he'd have the clearest vision, and that's the position he's in. Here's why everybody got tangled up. Just takes a little bit of contact.
Wow, that was synchronized spinning. Around they went. You can see John Hunter, with his experience on this track, is beginning to put a little bit of heat on Ben Rhodes, and I like that run off that bus stop by John Hunter. You can see nice dive to the bottom. He's going to grab the lead.
John Hunter Nemechek.
Nerve to come to pit road first and put those slicks on, because I mean it's a challenge getting those slick tires to hook up if it's wet anywhere on this track, but the advantage is how much speed you'll carry because of the grip level, because of the amount of tread you have on the road. Are you willing to go 3 wide on the banks here at Daytona? This is great racing.
Ankrum in the middle of Lessard and Tanner Gray, and they're coming, and just ran out of room.
Chase Purdy
ran over Chase Purdy.
Yeah, he was struggling there on the banks. That was interesting, the ground those guys made on him.
NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. There's Corey Roper in the 04. What a great race he had last week on the oval here at Daytona. Career best third, but it's a bit of an adventure getting off course here on the road course. Salvaged it though, didn't make any significant contact, and spin it around and get right back going.
That's right, he'll salvage on. This is a big mover right here.
Speaking of going, he's going somewhere, Brett Moffitt.
Brett Moffitt up inside the top 10, just made his way around Matt Crafton, runs up in the 8th position. There's several guys that started outside the top 20, Vince, that have made a big move forward. Moffitt leading that list along with Chase and Kaz Grala and Todd Gilliland, another big mover. You can see Crafton looking back to the inside.
Good look at that 38 truck of Todd Gilliland up into the 12th position, and Gilliland started 32nd. He's up 20 spots.
Isn't that fun? That's what I love about racing in the rain. If you've got a knack for it, if you've got a good feel for your truck and what it's like in the rain, you can make other drivers look like they don't know what they're doing, and that's exactly what Gilliland is doing right now as he marches toward the front. I think it's interesting to see what these teams will do. If you're running up front, the short stage, just 4 more laps, I think you stay out and get your stage points. That's very important in chasing a championship. But if you're running 15th or so, maybe you come in and get those slicks and see if you can use some strategy to gain that track position.
We're told the 33 of Jason White serving a penalty for having too many men over the wall, and there's the 17 of Riley Herbst that has gone off track as well. Herbst running in the Xfinity Series race tomorrow. Of course, drives the 98 car for Stuart Haas, so getting some good practice in tonight here at the Camping World Truck Series. Check, and the 04 of Corey Roper has gone around again.
Isn't that racing? Corey Roper on the highest of highs when we saw him last here at Daytona, and now he finds himself stuck in the road. This could bring out a caution, and I think it will. And it has, as Roper blocking the space there as John Hunter Nemechek, our race leader, has just come through, and you see we are under yellow. Taking it down into turn 1. Rhodes right there on the bumper, looks inside. Whoa, sliding sideways goes Nemechek, and around goes Rhodes, taking the lead.
Ben Rhodes to the front. through 2, and there's Chase Purdy in that 23 that has come around, and now Rhodes and Nemechek in turn 3.
Listen to him just work that throttle down, slipping those tires, just doing all he can to maintain control, and John Hunter with a big run up the inside.
And Nemechek is going to hold on for stage 1 unless Rhodes gets one heck of a run. He doesn't do it. It's going to be the second stage win of the season for John Hunter Nemechek.
That right there is exactly why Kyle Busch put John Hunter behind the wheel of his number 4 truck. Come along for the ride. We'll take you up to the front. As you can see, he's trying to pass for the lead as they make their way up onto the turn 1 here at Daytona International Speedway. Give the lead to Creed.
Sheldon Creed won a Trans Am race at Road America in the rain a few years back, 2018. New crew chief over there, Richard Lucius, and to have a win already in the bank, 1 race in. A little contact there as Timothy Peters in that 25 truck for Rackley War.
You just have to love the position that, as you see, diving down the inside, Rhodes goes.
Ben Rhodes is making some moves. Gets by, saw him get by his teammate Sauter, and then now makes the move on Peters and going to close it up on Friesen before long, I believe.
He did, and you know what I love about Sheldon Creed as you look at Rafael Lessard, who's running along in the 3rd position. Gray goes around in the infield section of the track in that 15 truck. See the field coming by. Great shots of the guys entering that tough part of this racetrack. Sauter said, I'm going to need a little space, bro.
You know, we talk about the bus stop, and it goes back to the world famous course at Spa in Belgium. And there was a time where that road course, it was run on public roads. How about Sheldon Creed? You know, it's coming up through some of the traffic, and that can be challenging in itself. Watch this, the 3 of Bobby Roos, and there's the leader, Sheldon Creed.
And Roos gets a little bit, oh, wow, that had to surprise Creed. Macaroni and cheese all over the side of the 2.
It looked like it hit him in the door. Good thing not the wheel well.
Moneymaker here, focus on it and hit it again.
Yeah, he had to be really surprised when this happened. Left plenty of room.
Well, that could have been disastrous for Sheldon Creed.
A little bit of trouble there on pit road for the 17 of Gray. He had to back up.
Riley Herbst in the 17, and you see everybody's taking advantage of the opportunities, and John Hunter Nemechek just didn't make it at the entrance to the bus stop there on the backstretch.
His windshield wiper's still working, but his engine isn't.
And just 19 years old, but when he came to tracks a second time, he was so much better, and really understandable as you see him making it official, going under the caution flag along with the green and white checkers. Made the move, of course, won last year at Talladega, his first career win, and made the move over to GMS, and he has been impressive tonight. A couple of Nice teammates there, the 42 of Hocevar passing Truex. Hocevar having another solid run tonight. He is in 6th and finished 5th last week here on the Oval. Oh, and Ben Rhodes.
That got a little bit out of hand. That's a 75 of Sam Mayer there in this battle, but Ben Rhodes sideways in the 99, tried to get on the inside of Johnny Sauter, and I think decided maybe to bail out at the last minute. Here's the replay. See the 99 of Rhodes? He sees an opportunity. Johnny Sauter shuts the door, and Ben says, I don't want to wreck my teammate. Those teammates have had some issues here recently.
Is this where he goes, oops,
yeah.
Bottom of 3, bottom of 3, bottom of 2.
Bottom of 3 is nothing that usually works out great when one of the 3 is your teammate.
Update on our leader Sheldon Creed. When we went back racing, they told him he'd be about a half lap short. Now they're telling him with a 4.5 second lead to back it down. Back down your entries. You need to save us some fuel, especially thinking if we go in overtime. We have a caution. This will definitely help our leaders, Vince.
Boy, right on time for Sheldon Creed, huh?
Yeah, he needed this caution, and there you see
Riley Herbst, who's running second in the same situation.
Herbst.
Collision between the 40 of Truex.
Oh, no.
And we understand that maybe Carson Hocevar his teammate, the teammate to Truex, involved in that.
And also Timothy Peters in the 25 truck.
Truex
That's the best.
limping
And
in.
I'll tell you this, Vince, from my experience leaving that pit road, there's Carson Hocevar hard into the wall.
Wow, there's a lot of contact there.
See, someone got into the back of him, so I don't know if he slowed to avoid contact and got clobbered, but his back is all caved in. I'm going to tell you that's a difficult exit. Even in the dry, you know, you leave pit road, it's a hard road around there, very tight, very narrow, as you can see, and something went wildly wrong. You run 2 caution laps and you get 4 green flag laps, so he's all set now to get to the checker. You can see the Rockley Roofing number 25 has got some serious issues.
Tough luck for Timothy Peters. Visited with Timmy for a while earlier today, and he's really excited about this opportunity. Watch the top left of your screen. You can see all the way up there at the top, you can see the debris for the incident, and then just
you saw
got out of the screen there, but
Hocevar into the wall, Vince, and then here comes Truex, and he couldn't get stopped. I talked about how tricky that exit to pit road is. There isn't much margin for error, and we saw a crazy crash there.
Oh, that's you better. The green is out, and it's Friesen and Herbst charging down into turn 1.
Oh, and look at
Chandler Smith around the outside.
Can you believe he made that? Can you believe he almost made that turn?
And it's Herbst to the lead, but he's going to get challenged from Ben Rhodes. And there is Creed right there in 3rd.
I told you he was going to be charging. What a great restart. Oh, and you see the 17 of Herbst. He slides the tires, bumps off of the 99.
Opens the door for Friesen. Right back in the mix.
2 by 2 for the top 4 spots.
It's Rhodes, Herbst, and now Sheldon Creed making the move on Riley Herbst for 2nd. Rhodes leading, and you're looking back to the 2nd place truck of Creed, and there's Austin Wayne Self, who has gone off track. Was having a good run, and in fact, for quite a while, Austin Wayne Self was inside the top 10. Back to Creed, chasing down Ben Rhodes. More contact and some significant damage. The 21 of Zane Smith nearly collected a handful.
You see Brett Moffitt off the road too. That's going to
big hit for Zane Smith, and Moffitt's got significant left front damage as well.
He's down low on the track.
Yeah,
wow.
Was that Moffitt? Moffitt got into Zane Smith and sent Smith right to the wall.
And look at everything that happens after that. Smith's going to come back across traffic. Really some great evasive driving as he went back across the track. You see the heavy contact there off turn 4.
Parker Chase in the 51 truck took some pretty significant damage as well, as he just couldn't get it woed up. The 18 of Chandler Smith is there, and around is the 20 of Boyd.
Spencer Boyd with a spin. Here comes Chandler Smith. He's on the inside of Kaz Gralla. This is a battle inside the top 5. I like this Smith kid. I think he's going to be one of the stories we follow all year long.
Just 18 years old. Led the most laps last week.
There's Matt Crafton. He's recovered from some questionable strategy early.
Austin Hill going around.
16 goes for a spin. There's a fire under the hood. It looks like a bit of a fire. Can he get her fired up? That'll be the question. That could be a caution. Only 4 to go, Vince.
And when they take the green, there will be 3 laps left. Ben Rhodes and Sheldon Creed. Taking the green, it's Rhodes leading the way. Creed right there in 2nd on the outside.
Look at John Hunter, 4 wide coming into turn 1. He's bouncing off Johnny Sauter inside.
How about Crafton along the outside trying to get into the mix?
That was an impressive move by Nemechek inside the top 10. 4 trucks in 1 corner. Can he keep it going?
Creed inside for the lead of Ben Rhodes. Side by side, and now it's going to be Sheldon Creed to the front.
That's that braking I talked about, Vince. He just seems to be able to get deeper in the corner than the competitors. Was able to take advantage of that getting in to the infield.
Through turn 4, now up to turn 5, and the right-hander
sliding that left front tire, though.
Rhodes coming right back. Ben Rhodes trying to regain advantage. Saw Sam Mayer go off track, and meanwhile it's Rhodes and Creed, and they were rubbing paint, and Creed got the better of it.
I got to tell you, sliding that left front like Creed did, he will lose grip in that tire. It'd be interesting to see.
Oh, the caution is back out, and it's Sam Mayer in that 75 truck.
That's oil too. He needs to get that baby off the road. There's the 15
Tanner Gray.
Gray.
It's been an eventful night for Tanner. Boy, big damage to that 75, and there you see.
We're in for a lengthy cleanup because that was oil, the reason why he spun around. What happened, Vince?
Well, we're going to find out right here. Gray and Mayer side by side.
You know what happened, Vince? There's only 3 to go, and these guys are pushing for all they can. You can see Mayer was on the inside, got loose, hit Gray, and then a chain reaction behind him.
All while that was going on, there was a great battle for the lead. Watch Sheldon Creed, the move on the inside of Ben Rhodes. And as it goes back to what you were saying, Mike, about Creed, just seems like he's been able to get it deeper into the corners than the rest of the competitors tonight. And that's where he's had an advantage. And the left-hander, Rhodes, comfortably in front, but you can imagine that lead is not going to stay comfortable for long. Crafton and Herbst battling for third. John Hunter Nemechek right behind.
There's going to be a dive bomb here, Vince. Can Nemechek make it 3 wide, or will he push the 17? Or both?
Gave a push to the 17 and then taking the position from both Crafton and Herbst. What a great move by Nemechek. Nemechek into third. Go back to back at Daytona.
Around goes Lassard.
And the caution is out. He did not give Rhodes the white flag.
Jet Noland over on the back has spun around and stuck on the road. There's Austin Wayne Self. There's chaos everywhere, Vince.
Oh, and looking down at the flagman right in front of us, he's got the white flag behind him, behind his back. So he did not give the white flag to Rhodes. The caution was out before Rhodes crossed under the line.
Holy cow, that's just a huge, huge 100 feet from having a victory at Daytona, and now Ben Rhodes has to re-rack it and do it all over again.
Here's the contact as Austin Wayne Self goes around and into the wall.
You know, NASCAR, they don't have a choice. They're going to come racing back to that chicane.
Boy, John Hunter Nemechek was all over the bumper of Sheldon Creed. I mean, he was right there.
Look behind him, and you see by himself, Lassard goes around. That's costly. But those trucks are going to go flying down the back straightaway and into that chicane. And that truck, the 22 of Self, was stuck there. NASCAR had to throw the caution. Unfortunately for Ben Rhodes, they threw it about 2 seconds sooner than he needed them to.
In turn 1.
Those trucks have got to come back through there. Hopefully they can resume under power so we stay green.
Rhodes continues. Everybody back moving that had gone off course. Rhodes trying to now hold off John Hunter Nemechek. Can he do it? Sheldon Creed in third, surely to be in the mix before it's all said and done. On board with Creed.
Caution's out, safe.
Caution.
No way. Oh.
Headed to the bus stop. Can't make a mistake here. Rhodes gets through cleanly.
What a nice set of corners there for Rhodes. That's going to open up enough gap. I think he's got this, baby, Vince.
And the caution is out, and it will be Ben Rhodes back to back to open the season.
Ben Rhodes, that's 2 in a row. Daytona, baby.
His 5th career win, his 2nd in as many weeks.
Yeah, you're the man.
And the 200th for Toyota in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series.